This tutorial is for WeDrive, the nuances of invoicing and billing CAS agencies, as well as paying the drivers. So we're going to go to the drive management calendar, and we're going to enter a drive for today. All right, so you're going to select the reason for the drive. I'm going to put access. I'm going to choose Sylvia. Her address automatically comes up. That's the foster parent. And the child for the foster parent in the home usually comes up first, but you can select other children. Okay, so the required date and time is here. I'm going to select a driver. And then you can see it has from the foster parent address here, 30 Panorama, and I'm going to put 20 Du Bois, the CAS office. So as it stands now, it just is paying the driver from A to B. So from the foster home to the CAS office. Okay, if you want to add the driver's address, so pay the driver from their home, you can click yes, and that's going to add their address from Brantford to the foster home and then to the agency. If you're going to pay them to go back again, you're going to have to add that in. So also, if we want to invoice CAS for driving from the caregiver to the CAS and then back again, you have to add in that address as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 pluses. So I'm going to add the additional address. Home is 30 Panorama, back to the foster parent in Brampton. So that's the foster home. And then I'm going to copy and paste this driver's address because I don't want that to show up on the invoice for the CAS. So you can see if you copy and paste that address, it comes up in red, driver address excluded. If you did want that included in the invoice, then you would just start typing it in and select it, and then it would show up. So that's the driver address. Okay. So now we've got all of that information in. We want to click the cost expense tab. And if we wanted to bill the entire mileage, this is the total kilometers, if we want to invoice that to CAS. But we don't. We just want to invoice to CAS we don't want to invoice the driver's address. So if we click that Google Maps link, so you see here, open in Google Maps, you can see all the addresses are in here. And this is what's going to show up on the actual drive. But if I remove those 2 driver's address, it'll give me the kilometers, so 56.8 kilometers. If this is a recurring drive, it's really important at this point that you set the recurrence, because you want it to repeat exactly. Okay, so let's say it's every day, just till Monday. Okay, so it's going to repeat that drive every day till Monday. So now I'm going to go into the cost and expenses and see this amount, 56.8. So we're going to say 57 kilometers. That's the amount that we're going to put in to bill back to CAS. If the billable amount is only 50%, then you leave it at that. That's what's set in the general settings for this system. It can be set to anything. So if they're going to pay back 100%, then I can change that there to 100%. So we're going to bill 57. They're going to pay 57. Now the center part, this is the driver's payment. So if you're going to pay them, let's take a look here, open in Google Maps again. So if you're going to pay them from their home to the foster home and then to the agency and back to their home, but not back to the caregiver, just simply remove that address there and it'll give you the total. So 231 kilometers. So go back to costs and expenses and we're going to adjust that to 231 kilometers. Maybe the driver rate's only 50 cents. You can adjust it here. Maybe they had wait time. If they did, you can add it there, 1 to 2 hours. You can adjust the amount, the cost of the wait time, and any additional pay. So say that you're paying for 407 or anything like that, you could add that additional pay there, and that'll give you the amount. All right, you can put any notes that you want in here. Paid an hour of wait time to the driver as the worker was late coming out to get the child. Okay. And then you're going to click this is billable and then save and submit. And this is taking a little bit of time because I did a recurring drive so you can see that it recurred here. Now, the other part that you want to do, so once this drive has happened, okay, when the X is through, that means the drive has been completed by the driver. You can force the completion if they forget, and then you're going to validate that drive. You can adjust anything in here that you need to, and then you click validate. So once that green check is there, it's validated, that means it's going to show up on the report. So you want to run the report. So this is the invoice. So I'm going to select all drives up to today. Okay, and then if you scroll down, you can export the PDF. I recommend doing this once a week just to double check that the drives are correct. So this is the drive that I just put in here for Beth. Okay, so access visits. You just want to go in and make sure that the addresses are correct, that the mileage is correct, and the cost. So I put 100%, so it's billing back. If I had put 50, it would have reduced that by 50. And the mileage rate's $1 kilometer. Okay, and then you want to go back and check the driver's payroll. So we'll just select for today. And that was Anna that did the drive here. And you can see that the hourly, she waited 1 hour. The wait time was an hour. The mileage rate was changed to 50, and that was the kilometers paid, and that's her payroll. So you just want to go in and double check that everything you put in the drive transfers back to the report. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.